A man once ignored a small itch on his palm. He thought it was nothing, just dry skin. Months later, he was diagnosed with advanced liver disease. By the time he found out, it was too late. Most people don't pay attention to small signs their body gives them. An itch here, a tingle there. It seems harmless. But what if I told you that certain itchy spots on your body could be a silent warning that your lifespan is shorter than you think? Some of these signs are so subtle that people dismiss them until they're facing a serious health crisis. But the worst part? The most dangerous itchy spot is the one most people completely ignore. Stay with me until the end, because recognizing these signals just in time could save your health and maybe even your life. Before we continue, subscribe to Wisdom of Elderly and turn on notifications. If this information is making you think twice about your health, comment yes below. If you've never thought about it before, comment no. I want to hear from you. Now let's begin. Your body has a way of warning you before something serious happens. But most people ignore these signals until it's too late. You wouldn't ignore the sound of a smoke alarm in your house, right? Then why ignore the silent alarms your body is setting off? Itchy skin may seem like nothing, but when it happens in specific areas, it could mean your circulation is weakening, your liver is struggling, or even worse, your nerves are starting to shut down. That's exactly what happened to Richard, 69. He had an itchy scalp for months. He assumed it was just shampoo irritation, but when he finally saw a doctor, he was shocked to learn it was an early sign of diabetes. Some of these signs are easily overlooked, but they may be your body's way of warning you before something serious develops. And the last itchy spot, it's the most ignored, yet the most dangerous of them all. If you're over 60 and have ever experienced unexplained itching, pay attention, because today we're uncovering the 5 itchy spots that could mean your lifespan is not as long as you think. If you're ready, let's begin with the first one. But trust me, you won't want to miss the last one. Spot number 1, lower legs, the circulation warning. James, 73, always had itchy lower legs, especially around his shins and ankles. He assumed it was just dry skin, maybe from the weather or his socks. But no lotion, no cream ever seemed to help. Then one night, he noticed something strange. When he pressed his finger into his shin, the indentation stayed longer than usual before disappearing. He didn't think much of it until he was rushed to the hospital months later with a severe blood clot in his leg. Most people don't realize that persistent itching on the lower legs can be a serious warning sign of circulation problems. Here's why. Your legs are the farthest point from your heart. As you age, your blood vessels weaken, narrow, and struggle to pump oxygen-rich blood to your lower limbs. This lack of circulation can lead to dry, irritated skin, tingling sensations, and even nerve-related itching. In more severe cases, it can be a symptom of peripheral artery disease, PAD, a condition that significantly increases your risk of stroke, heart attack, and blood clots. If your lower legs feel itchy all the time, especially around the shins, don't brush it off. Try this quick test. Press down on your shin with your finger for a few seconds, then release it. If the indentation stays for a long time before fading, your circulation may be compromised. That's your body warning you. Ignoring this could mean missing an early warning sign of serious vascular issues. And by the time you feel pain, it may already be too late. But lower legs aren't the only place where itching could signal something dangerous. There's another spot that many people scratch every single day without realizing it could be a sign of nerve damage. Let's move to the next one. Spot number 2, upper back, the silent nerve damage. Roger, 68, had a persistent itch just below his right shoulder blade. No matter how much lotion he applied, no matter how hard he scratched, it never seemed to go away. At first, he thought it was just dry skin or irritation from his clothes. But over time, he noticed something strange. Scratching didn't help. In fact, the more he scratched, the more it felt deep, almost unreachable. That's because this wasn't a skin problem at all. If you have an itch in your upper back that never goes away, it could be a sign of nerve compression or spinal damage. Here's what happens. As you age, the discs in your spine shrink and lose hydration. This can press on the nerves in your upper back, sending faulty signals to your brain, causing an intense itching sensation. No cream or scratching will fix it. because the issue isn't on your skin. It's coming from deep inside your spine. This condition is known as notalgia paresthetica, and it's more than just an annoying itch. Left untreated, it can be an early warning sign of spinal degeneration, which can lead to poor posture, back pain, mobility issues, and even permanent nerve damage. Roger didn't think much of his itching until his doctor told him his spine was deteriorating faster than normal. If he hadn't started physical therapy, he could have developed chronic pain and nerve weakness for the rest of his life. Here's how you can check if your upper back itch is a nerve issue. Press your fingers into the itchy spot. If it feels tingly, numb, or strangely deep rather than just on the surface, it may be coming from your nerves, not your skin. And if that's the case, this could be your body's way of warning you before serious spinal issues develop. If you've ever had a deep, persistent back itch that scratching doesn't fix, comment number 2 below. I want to know if you've experienced this. But here's the real danger. Some itchy spots aren't just about nerves or circulation. Some are warning you that your liver might be in trouble. And if you ignore this next sign, you could be walking straight into a life-threatening condition without even realizing it. Let's continue. Spot number 3, the palms, a silent liver. Warning Walter, 72, started noticing an unusual itch on his palms, especially in the evenings. At first, he thought it was just dry skin or irritation from soap. But something felt off. No matter what he did, the itching wouldn't stop. He had no rash, no redness, nothing visible on his skin. Just an itch that kept coming back. It wasn't until a routine checkup that his doctor gave him shocking news. His liver was in trouble. Most people don't realize this, but persistent itching on the palms can be an early warning sign of liver dysfunction. Here's why. Your liver is responsible for filtering toxins from your blood and producing bile, which helps digest fats. But when your liver isn't working properly, bile salts can build up in your bloodstream, causing itchy, irritated skin, especially on the palms and soles of your feet. This is often a sign of fatty liver disease, bile duct issues, or even liver failure. The worst part, most people don't experience pain until it's too late. Walter was lucky. His doctor caught the problem early, and with dietary changes, reducing processed foods, and increasing hydration, he was able to stabilize his liver health. But many people don't realize they have a liver problem until irreversible damage has been done. If you've noticed your palms itching frequently, especially without an obvious cause, pay attention to other symptoms. Fatigue that doesn't go away, unexplained weight gain or loss, yellowing of the skin or eyes. Here's a simple test. Press your thumb firmly into your palm for a few seconds, then release. If the redness lingers longer than expected or your skin feels extra sensitive, your liver may be under stress. Ignoring this could mean you're allowing a silent disease to progress unchecked. And by the time it becomes obvious, it may already be too late. But if this warning wasn't shocking enough, the next one is even worse. Because if you've been scratching your head a lot lately, thinking it's just dandruff or dryness, you might be missing a dangerous hidden sign of high blood sugar. And the consequences of ignoring it, they could change your life forever. Let's move to the next one. Spot number 4, scalp, a hidden blood sugar imbalance. Richard, 69, had been dealing with constant scalp itching for months. He tried changing shampoos, using special oils, and even visiting a dermatologist. But nothing helped. At first, he brushed it off as just dry skin. But then he started noticing something else. He was always thirsty, felt tired all the time, and his cuts took longer to heal. When he finally went for a checkup, his doctor gave him news he never expected. His blood sugar was dangerously high, and he was on the verge of type 2 diabetes. Most people don't realize this, but persistent scalp itching can be an early warning sign of high blood sugar and insulin resistance. Here's why. When your blood sugar is too high for extended periods, it causes low-grade inflammation throughout the body. This affects your nerves, weakens your immune system, and disrupts the skin barrier, leading to persistent scalp itching, excessive dryness, or even slow-healing sores. In some cases, this could be an early indicator of prediabetes or type 2 diabetes, a condition that significantly reduces lifespan and increases the risk of heart disease, nerve damage, and vision loss. Richard was lucky. He caught it early. By making small lifestyle changes, cutting back on refined carbohydrates, walking after meals, and drinking more water, he was able to stabilize his blood sugar levels. Within weeks, his scalp stopped itching and his overall health improved. If you've noticed persistent itching on your scalp, especially if there's no dandruff or visible irritation, it might be time to get your blood sugar checked. Here's a simple test. Run your fingers firmly over your scalp. If it feels unusually tender, excessively dry, or you notice random itchiness throughout the day, this could be a warning sign of blood sugar imbalances. Ignoring this could mean that diabetes is silently progressing inside your body without you realizing it. If your scalp has been itching without a clear reason, comment number 4 below. Let me know if this is something you've experienced. But here's the scariest part. When itching happens on your feet, especially at night, it may mean that your nerves are already damaged. And if you don't take it seriously, it could lead to something far worse than just an itch. Let's move to the final one. Spot number 5, soles of the feet, a nerve damage warning. Frank, 74, started noticing itching on the soles of his feet, mostly at night. It wasn't painful, just a mild, annoying itch. He assumed it was dry skin, maybe an allergy to his socks. But as weeks passed, he noticed something strange. His feet sometimes tingled, sometimes felt numb. And one day he stepped on a small piece of glass, but he didn't even feel it. That was the moment he realized something was very wrong. When he finally saw a doctor, he was diagnosed with early-stage peripheral neuropathy, a condition where nerve damage causes itching, tingling, and numbness in the feet. And the worst part? It was caused by diabetes that had gone undiagnosed for years. Most people don't know this, but persistent foot itching, especially at night, can be an early sign of nerve damage and circulation problems. Here's what happens. The nerves in your feet are some of the most sensitive in your body. When blood sugar is high or circulation is poor, these nerves start breaking down, causing false signals to your brain that feel like itching, tingling, or even burning. Ignoring these signs can lead to numbness, foot ulcers, slow healing wounds, and in severe cases, amputation. Frank had no idea his itching was a warning sign. If he had ignored it longer, he could have faced permanent nerve damage or even lost a foot. But by making changes, eating better, walking more, and monitoring his blood sugar, he was able to slow the nerve damage and regain some sensation. Here's a simple test. Take a pen cap and lightly run it along the sole of your foot. If you feel the sensation less in one foot than the other, or if the itch comes with tingling or burning, it could mean your nerves are in trouble. Foot itching is something many people ignore, but it could be your body's way of begging you to take action before it's too late. Now that you know these 5 itchy spots and the hidden dangers behind them, there's one last thing you need to understand. Your body never sends warning signs for no reason. Ignoring them could mean you're allowing a silent disease to progress without even realizing it. But if you catch them early, you might just change the course of your health and your life. Let's wrap this up. Now that you know the 5 specific itchy spots that could indicate serious health risks, the most important thing you can do is listen to what your body is telling you. Too many people ignore small symptoms until they turn into something dangerous, even life-threatening. Itchy skin may seem harmless, but when it happens in persistent, unexplained patterns, it could be your body's way of sounding the alarm. Maybe you've already experienced one of these signs. Maybe you've ignored it, but now you know better. Take a moment to assess your own health. Have you felt unexplained itching in your legs, back, palms, scalp, or feet? Have you noticed other symptoms like fatigue, numbness, or slow healing? If the answer is yes, don't wait. Get it checked. Take action before it's too late. Which of these itchy spots have you experienced? Have you ever had an itch that just wouldn't go away? Leave a comment below and share one thing you learned today. Your story might help someone else realize they need to take their health seriously. If you found this video helpful, subscribe to Wisdom of Elderly and turn on notifications. Your support helps us keep bringing you important information to protect your health and longevity. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.